did a film called Two of a Kind with John Travolta.
Yes.
And you played a thieving bank teller, and he played a con artist.
Yeah.
They showed me the film and they asked me to make a video for Twist of Fate.
It's gotta be a strange twist of fate, telling me that heaven can wait, telling me to get it right this time. Life doesn't mean nothing without the love you bring. Love is what we found the second time around.
Remember, it was a black set.
Yeah, with water again.
With
You love that water thing.
I love putting you in it.
Like I didn't have to stand in it this time.
Hit Olivia in the water again. This will work, boys, believe me. Put you in the water, and it was all about creating the idea to sort of reflect the film, was it? Because the film was all about being a god and whether you could be judged. So you never see the faces of the judges.
No,
Do you remember?
silhouette.
In silhouette.
And you had me, it was like a pulpit almost where I was
That's right.
standing. This kind of church-like setting, the shape of the windows and everything.
Gotta get it right this time. Life doesn't mean nothing without the love you bring. Love is what we found the second time around.
The worst that moment was that we had this entire set, it's all black, and the cameraman's lit it, and we didn't know what you were going to wear. And you walked out in a black dress. And Nick Nolan and I went in the corner and went, oh shit.
She's disappeared.
She's going to disappear, she's going to be a floating head. And I thought, oh, that could be quite good. But no, I said, and we talked about if you got the exposure just about right, we'd see
I
you.
put jewellery.
That's right,
A
that's
piece of
right. Oh,
jewellery around
you
my
were
neck.
smart enough to go back and put some jewellery on
Yeah, I think
to
that's
stop
what
me making you into a
saved
floating
me a
head.
Yeah, but that was a good video.
It was a good video, good song too, and it did
It's a
quite
great
well,
song.
didn't it?
You did very well, that one.
It's gotta be a strange twist of fate, telling me that heaven can wait. Oh, I'm gonna get it right this time.
John wasn't there, and we had to use a double. For most of
Right,
nobody knows
that's
that.
right. No,
Shouldn't
I
have said
do.
that, right.
That's all right.
Love is what we found the second time around. It's gotta be a strange twist of fate, telling me that heaven can wait.
He made a great appearance at the end of the video, though.
Yes.
We shot it in a hotel room 3 days later. But don't tell anybody.
Do I have to care for you when I should have known to stay away? Why was I there for you?
Shaking you.
I absolutely adore that song. David Foster wrote it. It was one of those songs that you sing it and you go, oh, it's one of those incredible, moving songs.
Never believed that I could ever want somebody's love so much.
You had the idea to do it in Venice, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I just wanted to shoot there, really, and
Why not?
And
Who
there's
wouldn't?
water there, and there
There's
you go.
water.
But who would know I'd be this slow? Shaken you.
The story was that if you shoot in Venice, you have to use the mafia. Not use the mafia. They arrange everything
Tell me, because
for
I
you.
didn't know this at the time.
Well,
I knew this story.
every time we wanted something, they wanted something. And every single day we were there, it got worse and worse, and you didn't know anything about it. And there were moments where they're going, well, it's Olivia, and we know where she lives.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
Yes, you never knew anything
how
about that.
Exciting! I didn't know this.
So don't say that you'll be there.
That was a beautiful video. I thought
Getting
it
up at
was-
4 o'clock in the morning to shoot in St. Peter's Square.
Yes, and it was freezing.
Yes.
Absolutely freezing, but it was so stunning that it really worked emotively for that lyric.
Don't have the strength to be this strong.
at the end of the shoot when we were packing up to leave, and I got so angry with this guy because he doubled the taxi fare. It was the last straw, right? So I lifted him up and I said, You've ripped us off for 2 weeks. And I lifted him up, and then this sound man came round, got it, and then lifted him up and dumped him in the canal.
Oh, did he finally? Someone got in there?
Yeah, we were worried. We were thinking for the
gosh.
next 2 weeks, well, if we read in the paper that Olivia's, we'll know what caused it.
God.
Can shake me loose from the blue, but who would know I'd be this slow?
Armando, who was my love
Your
interest,
lover.
was actually my makeup and hairdresser.
That's right.
And I don't know if we couldn't find anyone or if you
We couldn't
just
find anybody, and there wasn't enough money because the mafia had taken it all.
Don't know what I'm looking for. I just let the
It was the idea of telling a love story about someone who's having an affair with somebody, and we find out at the end of the song that the man's just told you to go bye because he's a married man.
Never thought it would be so rough, and I wonder if I have enough to keep from breaking down. No mercy in this town.
Desperate Times we shot in England at Shepperton Studios.
Oh, yes.
And the idea for that I remember came from, I think I'd seen the old albums when they put the lyrics on the back of the albums, and if you turned it up, I thought it looked like a city.
That's clever. Looking at albums upside down.
And I'm living in desperate times. Being alive's my only crime. Don't get what I have to do. I'll find some way to make it through. Oh, but I'm living in desperate times, and it's too late to change my mind. To these desperate times I love, gonna run. Watch me run.
I don't think you'd worked with Arlene yet. Had you
No,
worked
I
with
don't
Arlene?
think I had.
I think that was the first time, because Arlene and I had worked together on many, many things. And that was the first time you had met Arlene and her girls and boys.
I loved choreographing Olivia Newton-John's Desperate Times, and sometimes I think about it and I think how apt it is for today.
Never thought it would be so rough, and I wonder if I have enough.
Often we were working with the words and we didn't see them. They were imaginary words, and we'd have to keep certain distances and really be accurate on where a step started and finished. So there was a lot of demands on the dancers. I mean, within a hair's breadth of where they had to be.
And I'm living in desperate times. Being alive's my only crime. Don't get what I have to do. I'll find some way to make it through. Oh, but I'm living in desperate times, and it's too late to change my mind.
I always sort of think about it as like they were little laboratories. I was doing tests on you, really. You know, they didn't all work. They didn't all work, you have to say that. But it was an interesting time because nobody knew anything, did they? We didn't really sort of know anything. You were just making it
Just
up
doing it, yeah.
and just getting it all from the music.
And I'm living in desperate times. Being alive's my only crime. Don't get what I have to do. I'll find some way to make it through. And I'm living in desperate times, and it's too late to change my mind.
So your thoughts and feelings about that time?
It was an amazing time. I don't remember everything. I remember when you bring those things up, I have pictures and I do remember it and I see it. It was an incredible time.
It really was a special time. And I mean, I got lucky with you doing this stuff because to be able to do the whole album right at the beginning, nobody had done that before.
You came up with such interesting ideas, and it was all new. It was all new then. The video was new, and MTV was in its infancy, and it was all very exciting. It was a whole new world.